That's what we need, is more young people getting involved.
That's right.
Thank you, Abby. The next speaker is Jane Paige Thompson, and she's going to speak about the county government. Jane Paige.
Hey everybody, and thanks for everybody coming out. Jerry talked about my great-great-great-grandfather, Thomas Nelson, and a lot of people wonder why I have such a loud mouth, why I show up all the time to rail against the political system and our government and what our elected officials at every level do to us to erode our liberties every day. And while I've been coping with a lot of that on the front page of the paper in the last couple of weeks, and that big giant dinosaur did teach me something. If you didn't see the Aiken Standard, go to the June 15th issue. It's still online. That taught me that this is in my DNA. Being an American is ingrained in the core of who I am. And if I speak out and my opinions upset some people, this is America and they have that right. But I also have the right to address my public officials in public meetings. And I do so with facts and figures, and I think it confuses them. In fact, I know it really confuses them. At the school board meeting on June the 21st, I showed them a graph saying in 2001, our school millage was 123 mills, and each mill was valued at $230,000. In 10 years, you're now going to charge us 170 mills, and those mills are valued at $530,000 apiece. Yet, the enrollment in Aiken County schools has pretty much stayed within 2% of the same number over that 10-year period. Now, why do they need that much more money to handle the same number of students? And they have a declining maintenance budget. We have carryovers in technology of millions of dollars for software upgrades. When you question them, they don't know the numbers. That scares me as an American, and I think it should scare every one of us here today, that we have elected people in control of a $236 million budget that is 100% made up of our tax dollars, and they don't understand inflation, they don't understand how to balance a budget, and they don't understand how to read one. Donna Wesby, one of the school board members, said, "Forgive me, I don't understand what an adjusted budget is." We have got to take back those offices where we have people that are serving and do not know what they're doing. And our school board, Kathy Pate said it, is right there. They are the first group that have got to go next November. And there's an opportunity. We have a great opportunity, and I need everybody here to write those elected officials that are in our legislative delegation, and that would be Bill Taylor, Bill Hickson, Bill Clyburn, Tom Young, Roland Smith, Greg Ryberg, Kit Spires, and Nikki Setzler. You need to write those men. And I say men, and isn't that sad? We need to have a girl up there. But I encourage you to write those men and tell them that you want the legislative delegation of Aiken County to require that 2 of the members of our school board be elected at large from every voter within the district. And those 2 people need to be the chairman and the vice chairman. Because we right now have an individual district representation, and you call one of them up, and if you don't live in their district, they aren't going to help you. We need to make sure that our liberties and our access and our right to redress our grievances that our founding fathers so greatly protected is not eroded because of district representation. We need to do that at the school board level, and that other places that this is becoming very pervasive because of the Voting Rights Act and because of redistricting is at the county level and the city level. You're going to hear a lot in the coming months about a 4-2-1 system versus a 6-1 system. And that means how you're represented. Currently, we have a 4-2-1 system in the city of Aiken and the city of North Augusta. And that means that you elect 4 people by district, by area, 2 people at large, and then the mayor at large. So you actually have 4 people that you can call up and get answers from. Unlike our school board, we only have 1. They want to change all of representative government at every level in this country to a 6-1 type of system. So an individual district representation. We as Americans need to stand up and say no. We need to have at-large membership elected. We need to have more accountability from our elected officials and not less. And we need to question why South Carolina, with Tim Scott elected in a congressional district and Nikki Haley as our governor, still has to be beholden to the Voting Rights Act that was imposed on us 45 years ago. So, I thank you all for being here, and remember, get out the school board. Don't vote for 6-1, and God bless America.